Hey YouTube. So Christmas is winding down, and what I mean by that is Sally and I, and mainly me suggesting it, or I shouldn't even say the word suggesting, it's more like I insist that by Christmas Eve, which is tomorrow, all hustle and bustle cease. Now that does not mean that she isn't going to be going crazy cooking, or she's not going to go crazy wrapping gifts, because she is. But that's hers. That's not mine. For me, it ceases. Whatever I don't have by that day is done. If I didn't buy somebody something, it's over with. But anyway, like I say, the hustle and bustle is almost over. We had some company today. We had some yesterday. Nice. I love it. You know, giving back and forth is a very nice thing amongst us, and I think anybody can appreciate, you know, whatever effort someone goes through, whether it be to make you a cookie or a cake or a gift of some sort. And sometimes these homemade gifts are better than anything you could ever buy. But what I want to say here is this: you know, the past couple of days have been the pits with you know, you buy stuff, you got to fix it, this, that, and a lot of complaining. My life is not filled with complaints, believe me. I have a very good life. And for the most part, I sit back and laugh at most of this stuff. I just get frustrated every now and then. But what I will say is this: I have had the opportunity in my lifetime to have worked with and learned from real men in this country. Men who work for a living. Men who were not afraid to work in the rain, in the snow, in the freezing temperatures, in mud up to your knees, so that they could take something home to their family that they loved. Now, I'm talking about men because these are the men I knew. All colors, all kind of races, all kinds of ethnicities, nationalities. I've worked with all kinds of people in my lifetime. And I've also written paychecks to many of them who, no matter what I would pay them, would never be enough, because they were so good at the job that they did. But it is what it is. But I am so thankful that I came up the way I did from a man. And the reason I'm saying and emphasizing man is because somebody said something to me on an email about manhood, and that really got to me, because people have got to step up to the plate. You know, I am not talking about women here. I'm talking about men, period, for the moment. A man is someone who should gird up their loincloth like a man. And what that means is act like a man. Be the man you were built to be. Do the things that a man needs to do to take care of himself and those that he loves, regardless of who they are, okay? And to make things better for someone else. Is that not what we were all charged with in being? Just being. That's what I believe. So anyway, having been so thankful, or having been being so thankful that I was able to work with all these different guys. I mean, I worked with men who taught me things, not only how to fix this or fix that, but I worked with men who taught me how to keep my wife from driving me crazy, how to be a good husband, when not to go do something that you really want to do, and when in your life that thing should come. Before my dad got married, my dad used to make model airplanes, big ones. And after he got married, and this is the story, he stopped making them. Because it was like this: when I became a man, I stopped doing childish things. However, he loved making these planes. He worked for like 45 or 55 years, I forget which it is. And when he retired, he went and bought himself every single thing he would need to be able to build these model airplanes. And he had them everywhere. He was going to the place to fly every weekend. He really, really enjoyed it. and it made him, you know, feel good about it. My point here is a true man, where this word manhood comes from, is that a man can suffer without showing it, suffer, okay, the test of time, fulfill that test of time by raising his children, feeding his children, doing for his wife what she needs or what he needs, and still, in the end, have the things that he wanted to have. This is what manhood is about. It is about growing from the things you thought you knew and insist that you knew into things that you know now are true. My dad used to have a saying, there are those who know and those who think they know, and that makes all the difference. That was very confusing for me to hear when I was 18 years old. He said to me, when you're 30, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I did. I did understand. And I am so thankful that he was in my life. And I'm certain that there are a lot of men out there who are just like him, or who have turned out like me, who they want to do the right things, and they do the right things against all the odds. Do we sometimes make a mistake? Certainly. Nobody's perfect. Do we sometimes cut corners? Absolutely. You have to. There's times when you just don't have enough to do everything you need to do, so you do cut corners. But when you can take a whole lifetime and put yourself on the back burner until your family is raised and everyone is as secure as you feel they can be, you have fulfilled your manhood job, okay? And as far as this nonsense where the white man is to blame for everything, if it wasn't for the white man, half the things you have you wouldn't have. Now when I say white man, I'm including black men, because I'm including men, manhood. So to me, when they say white man, they're talking about anybody that is a producer, someone who has suffered and produced anyway, someone who has stayed with their family, someone who has, against all odds, made it. There's no color on that. I have friends that are as black as can be, and these guys, I would listen to every word they said. Some, because they know what they're talking about. Some, I wouldn't listen to them say hi. I have white friends that are the same way. It is wrong in this country to be trying to cut spots of who do you want and who do you don't want, or I'm on one side or I'm on the other. I'm on the side of right, just like all of my viewers seem to be. So those of you who are new to this channel have to understand that I'm from the generation of men who are not afraid to speak because we have freedom. Yes, I pay taxes and I don't like to. Yes, I pay sales tax and I don't like to. Yes, I have to pay for licenses of all kinds and I don't like having to do it. But nonetheless, I realize that somebody else needs a job. Somebody else needs to have a certainty of the qualifications that somebody has, and I'm okay with that. I will do it. But nonetheless, it was our endeavors as men, okay, who grew into manhood to become the men we are today, and I'm including myself in that, and the men that I talk to on YouTube, who have made America great. I don't care whether you like that or not. Now, with that, let me just say, not only has it been men that made America great, the best civil engineer I have ever worked with was a girl. The best woman that I ever knew that could manipulate a person's mind into doing right things was my mother. All I'm saying is we have the ability collectively to do very good things. Why was I picked to have experienced all of this goodness in my life and to and all of this wealth come my way? I have no idea. I don't know. But it did, and I'll tell you one thing, I'm not throwing it away. I'd be stupid to throw away what I have earned, learned, and gained over the past years, okay, of working. So I think that instead of worrying about the size of letters on something, or, you know, what color shoes you're wearing, or how many freaking iPhones you have, maybe you should worry about what can you do to make someone else's life, regardless of who they are, better, but not at the risk of you, your wife, or your family. You don't have to risk that to help others. You can help others with what's up here. You can help them with these, always. So I suggest that that's what we do. But anyway, like I say, the Christmas season is winding down. I've been giving a lot of thought to all of the things that have taken place this past year. I'm so thankful that I've met so many wonderful people on YouTube. It's unbelievable. I get comments from guys every day who, it just is, it's heartwarming, it is uplifting, and it assures me that we as a people who are carrying the load unfairly are still winning, because we have right behind us. So I suggest that we continue to do that. We do not make it too easy for our children, okay? We let them work for a living. When we have to, we help whoever needs help. And when I say have to, I mean when in our heart we believe that this person needs help, therefore we do it. Not by twisting my arm behind my back, okay? Any man who does that should be poverty-stricken from giving all his stuff away first. So when Barack Obama and, what's that other guy's name? The guy with the freaking 10,000 square foot house. I can't even think of his name. He was the vice president. When all those nitwits give all their money away and they're living on the street corners, then they can come here and start collecting mine. Otherwise, stay away. I'll do it myself. I don't need your help. I never did, never will. And you didn't build nothing that I have. Guys, sorry it turned this way. I meant to do a different video, but I just get frustrated at times. And I don't want to hear from these nitwits, okay? It is us who worked, who still work, who put things together, who try to make things better for others, that are a success. We are the ones who are wealthy. And wealth is not always money, okay? In fact, I would go far enough to say that wealth has nothing to do with money, unless you're greedy. Guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching my channel. Bye.